You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Live na Liberty Online Television na the different platform them also on the get with this morning. Well, today now Wednesday the 22nd day of January 2025 and we will bring this edition of the breakfast show to you. Me na Mabel Kaba.
And me na Al Hassan Kuma. Good morning. My pleasure for there every morning for bringing to you the very best of this edition of the breakfast show as today on the 22nd of January 2025. And today we will look at issue again for the 2023 audit report and plenty other issues there inside the program for you.
All right, and remember, so you say for the Waji Breakfast Show can send we your message now the number +232 74 545 or drop on the comment section. Now the different platform they must on the Watch Liberty Online Television. They can just hear it from Al Hassan. Today we can look at the 2023 audit report within our Parliament for let members of Parliament them go look inside this report. Well, but we can start from Audit Service Sierra Leone. We go for cancel. We waiting and fair note for 2023 financial year. And of course, I know say in another subsequent programs them, we go for definitely bring come analysts them go can analyze waiting the report say as we fair not say so far a lot of money done they were missing over 233 billion euros, and in terms of the dollar we see say a lot of money missing from the 2023 financial year. Well, they can't know how audit service been do all of this and put this report together. Shortly we go for Kano, but Al Hassan, I don't know, I guess you don't follow the news regarding the death of we colleague journalist, the late Samuel Obi work now for Vopad Radio. Yesterday, just in the afternoon, we get this breaking news say the manager for Vopad Radio, we did now in police custody together with other people have been confessed, saying that in higher people them we kill Samuel. Well, the rumors are that because Samuel will be the deputy, they say they don't promise Samuel position for the manager. But this confession where this manager makes say now he make them kill Samuel. What do you make up of him?
To me, it's sad as a journalist. A very young journalist we don't come up, another partner they continue Waterloo, for which to that particular rank day, and of course because of enormous work they been they do, make the CEO for the station be on the get an eye to and say yes, this person capable for do very well. You know, but it's very bad. For that we get short story, and of course we want to appreciate the Sierra Leone police. Because we're able to see our best and able to get people and we been the part of that particular plot they for kill that journalist and of course a couple of days back we see the station manager able to confess say maybe the part of the plot for like they able to kill that young journalist.
You know, it's quite unfortunate because make you always say nothing is worth dying for.
Sure.
If you see say the signs are there where they show say I mean, there are threats to your life because according to information we get now that he and this particular manager, they don't get misunderstanding regarding this
for a
same
very
issue.
long time.
And it unfortunately lead to in death. But you were out there, they watch, you know, so you find yourself in a situation, whether in a workplace or any side where you know say not comfortable for you any longer, the best you can do the honorable thing and left.
Yeah.
Your life not worth anything in this life.
Of course. That like you rightly mentioned, life now, the most important thing really keep you moving because you get a lot. Like we discussed the last time, we get somebody from Sludge. We mentioned about the family we left behind. They get two picking them. Imagine what I get for look after them particular picking them day and the wife was where we left behind. So this is very sad. Now for we as journalists and as well for a country like Sierra Leone, for let them kind situations here they have on workplaces. Very sad.
Yeah, well, on behalf of management and staff na Liberty TV, we actually want to say OSH to the family of the late Samuel, where they work na Vopad Radio. Information where we get now that then go lay to rest this coming Friday because the post-mortem result don't come out, and also the station manager already don't confess to the police and I make them kill Samuel. All we ask for now that justice be served, because Samuel not deserve for die for anything. If na the line of work they do, and whatever the situation might be, where we don't know, but the investigation they go on, we hope say the police go do justice to the late man and ensure say in family we left behind they're able for cope at this moment. These are trying times. It don't pass, but let we learn lessons from some of the things that really happen. Then can say if you not get a direct experience, learn for somebody in experience.
Yeah.
Well, the Liberty Breakfast Show, they continue with telling us today, where they can look at the 2023 audit report. Usai the report, they show say already about 233 billion olions loss. Well, waiting at this missing money, then we go for can talk about all of that in the program this morning. They say plus $10 million and also about 11,000 euro and 28,000 pounds. All of this na missing money them for the 2023 audit way the audit service Sierra Leone do. We actually go for can talk to somebody from audit service Sierra Leone for can tell we how they do this work. Waiting at the difference where this report on they make year in year out, so they can pull the report, not just for less citizens. They know say a lot of money don't they where publics and civil servants are not able for accounts for during the audit process, but also waiting can happen so people where they can not say no can able for give accounts for use salon people and money. But firstly, let we just go back and watch, because where the reports been come out back then in December, we know say audit service alone being gather journalists them who said them we go talk about this particular reports will come out. Let we watch as Mohamed Kamara been make this package now the conference where audit service alone be do for SICA the 2023 audit report before we can look at the report itself.
The Audit Service Salon, now one of government institutions, we responsible for monitor all government institutions and other institutions them where they deal with public couple for ensure say they use them the right way. The Audit Service Salon gets in power from the 1991 Constitution as Salon, we give them the right for promote accountability and good governance na all public institutions them. This being said, Audit Service Salon be released the 2023 audit report. Also, them provide detailed analysis about how institution them be use government couple and also give recommendation on how institution them for the manage government couple. Now for sake of this make the Audit Service Salon the all one meeting with journalists them for explain about waiting them fenot now the 2023 audit report where it be the talk. The Acting Deputy Auditor-General Morie Lansana first start for explain but the method them where audit service can use for put the reports together.
Yeah. So like for 2023 we just done so inside December last year we get forgether meeting day. We give update on what so far we do for 2023, we side challenges then day. We that feedback day na the audit report now where you get. But also we planned last year for 2024. That is for look at the Auditor-General report for 2024. We're at 2025 now. So what we can look at, or we get divisions there. We get north, we get south, we get western area, we get eastern region. Inside western area, you get other divisions. And they are one the way they in charge of the general account, where they are accountant general and prepare. The one the way they in charge of ministries and departments. You get performance audit unit, you get information system unit. we get public enterprises unit, and we don't also establish a new unit to be called project. So all of them they come together, including the corporate unit, because corporate now they give support to with the technical staff them and plan as to what they do the subsequent year. So each unit they look at the portfolio we get. We as a portfolio, which ministry, department, or agency where they under. They will get factors that will they consider for select which entity will they do based on risk they will they assess. The factors that will they consider: one, revenue generation; one, government interest; number two, number three, the public interest; number four, if they do not then the interest; number five, the money whether they allocate to the entity. So all of their factors and how they consider, they will prioritize which entity they will look at first, second, third, as the case may be. So now all the things that they will consider before every unit they say, okay, I will do this. So already we don't get that plan, whether the operational planning. We all know say the agenda for government where it don't put together now the 5-game big changer. So you will notice say inside 2024, although inside 2025 now, but at 2024 account we look at the focus now on the 5-game big changer. So we audit focus as we begin for audit come February 2025, we will look at the account for 2024 and the 5-game big changer down there for see how the deliverables then they reach the people then when are the citizens of Sierra Leone.
Morie Lansana same way so explain, but some of the key area them where audit service be focused on now the 2023 audit reports.
Inside Western there you get other division and they are one the way they in charge of the general account where they are accountant general and they prepare, the one the way they in charge of ministries and departments. You get performance audit unit, you get information system unit, we get public enterprises unit, and we don't also establish a new unit to the core project. So all of them they come together, including the corporate unit, because corporate now they give support to with the technical staff them and plan as to what they do the subsequent year. So each unit they look at the portfolio we get. We as a portfolio, which ministry, department, or agency where they under. They will get factors that will they consider for select which entity will they do based on risk they will they assess. The factors that will they consider: one, revenue generation; one, government interest; number two, number three, the public interest; number four, if they do not then the interest; number five, the money whether they allocate to the entity. So all of their factors and how they consider, they will prioritize which entity they will look at first, second, third, as the case may be. So now all the things that they will consider before every unit they say, okay, I will do this. So already we don't get that plan, whether the operational planning. We all know say the agenda for government where it don't put together now the 5-game big changer. So you will notice say inside 2024, although inside 2025 now, but at 2024 account we look at the focus now on the 5-game big changer. So we audit focus as we begin for audit come February 2025, we will look at the account for 2024 and the 5-game big changer down there for see how the deliverables then they reach the people then when are the citizens of Sierra Leone.
Alright, so what are some of the key areas then where audit service focus on in the 2023 audit report?
The 2023 audit report, really the theme of the audit report actually will be on payroll, where government look at, because we all know say payroll will be a household cry by everything. So we look at
For no waiting na the major issues them where audit service salon fenot na the 2023 audit report. Morie Lansana explain.
you look at each of them, then they flow. I don't already talk of the government main accounts, when the general purpose financial statement. I can go down to the ministries there. The ministries they will realize say some asset management issues and they will be asset and they will be try for look at. For let we see they say they take money, they buy the asset and they will not be see the asset and they for verification. So we don't know whether they are asset and they exist. We don't know whether they use that for the purpose. Number two, taxes. We realize say we told the tax and taxes are whether they deduct from suppliers and where they do any business with any entity or government. The money they did for hold and pay back to NRA. And also goods and services tax. So we realize that some institutions they pay for pay taxes. Whether they pay, we will not see evidence for they pay. So anything what they talk here based on the evidence will be available to me during the course of the exercise. So because the requirement is we deduct it for pay. So we ask them whether they pay. In some instances they pay, but not to all they pay. In some instances they deduct it, but we will not see evidence of payment at all to the relevant authorities. Also look at contract management. The procurement issues that we will highlight inside the report. The one that we capture the eye in our contract management, wherein government they pay money to service providers, but the evidence of their services they will not see at all. government they pay money for certain items that to be supplied, like the school education materials and the Ministry of Education. If you look at that, for they supply the items and we see the money where they pay to the contractors, but evidence say that in the day they supply them, we not see them. So then they become an issue. On payroll, when other issue we cut across the ministry and agencies, now that staff then deal with the name that they pay the payroll of government, meaning government they pay them every month. But we try for go beyond just payment, because mind the government they pay them into the account, not to per paper you can't sign. So if we see that, you will see say people are collecting it, but this now inside the individual account there.
With all here, where audit service be fair not say be happen. Now some of the institution them where the audit inside 2023, then be also give recommendation on how the institution they are for the deal with public couple.
Well, each can bring a own recommendation. Each of the issues that we don't talk about, we can bring our recommendations. Well, let me tell you how we can trail recommendations, how we can bring them up. You know, at times when reports come out, okay, all our government, it's not just about government. We don't have government are all of it. Because they report that they will do, now agencies that will go to, people that they were responsible. With the manager agencies, and some of them are directors, some of them are permanent secretary, some of them are accountants. Each and every one of them get a role for play. So in the report we can give with the pinpoint responsibility of who therefore really do the action. Not of us who know the identifier. If we go now issue, if the issue here identify if now about the permanent secretary, we talk say the permanent secretary. If now a director, we talk say director. If now accountant, we talk say accountant. If now procurement officer, we procurement officer. So at that level, they get responsibility for ensure say those recommendations with the auditor they do the act on them. We move about the level that they. Why would they break out for those charged with, they call them those charged with governance? Because there are people that they appoint them for let them go to their place and they for let them did it. So the raise are above that day again for let ensure say they say if there people they don't, they're not able to act. We now wait up, we now for able to make sure say they act, because that's why they are there for let them act. If still you know happen to that level there, then now we can put inside the Auditor-General annual report to submit and out to Parliament. Why to Parliament? Because we expect say because I saw the laws we send out to Parliament, then say for able to produce, look at those things, ask people them, ask questions around it, and force people them for let them act on now, so that they will produce recommendations. So it depends on which particular area where they look at, because the recommendation may not be the same for each of them. But the overall recommendation of the Auditor-General for ensure say their recommendations then will pinpoint responsibility.
Morie Lansana end up say audit service alone go continue for provide fair auditing to all institutions at the country where they deal with public couple for ensure say they use them the right way. We go help bring development in the country. For Liberty Online TV, me na Mohamed Kamara, the reports.
Let's welcome back. You still watch Liberty Breakfast Show with the country live, Liberty Online Television, our Facebook, YouTube, and websites. Of course, today we look at the 2023 audit report. We get to do with how MDs then spend public couple. Of course, we definitely get to look at the many issues that we don't happen with regards to the money that we don't lost from them institutions and they all over the country. Don't forget to say we'll be part of the program through you go say with text message to the number +232 74 200 545, or you drop a comment that the platform inside the watch reform. We'll continue with the conversation.
All right, and you said when you watch the Kawala Sandon said in case you get any questions for us, comments for make regarding 2023 audit report, you can send them to +232 74 200 545. The number also there on WhatsApp. And like we tell you now, today not just the premises where they can lay of this report, also with the hear from the one them we put the report together. Now subsequent breakfast shows na Liberty Online Television, we go unpack all of the issues and they also we go get for hear critic analysis them, we will get for get analyst them for go into the reports as to waiting, especially the missing money them people when able to account for money and all of that. Today we just start with the premise. Also audit service Sierra Leone can tell we how they do the work for get the report, and later another program them we go analyze waiting audit service Sierra Leone go tell we today. And for can talk from audit service Sierra Leone this morning at the studio, I want for welcome the senior communications officer na audit service Sierra Leone, Martin Sunday. Good morning and welcome to the breakfast show.
Thank you very much. Good morning, and I'm highly happy for the studio.
All right, like I don't tell the viewers, today we just want to follow the premise on the audit report we want to pull for 2023. We know say they now in Parliament, and we don't hear some controversies them But in subsequent programs, then we go for the analyze, waiting and waiting on our fair notes, but the financial year 2023 for sake of how people and be handle money them we come for the country. We see we don't watch a clip where Mohamed Kamara puts together from the press conference on a bill for tell the general public say the report don't come on and some of the thing and then they wanna be fair notes. But let me just go back for the benefit of the one them we not can know how Audit Service Sierra Leone can put on a report together. Take me through the procedures them. Let me start today before we can look at the major highlights them with the report cover for 2023, because we know say so many people interested on the billions of leones, the millions of dollars and other currencies we came missing where people not able for account for. But let me just know first, what's in the procedure when I use?
Well, you know, audit service now, the institution we mandated by law, the Constitution of Sierra Leone, for audit all government office there in this country. And when we go for go audit, now for go add value to the work with the people, then they do. We know they go for go which ones of go police, then we want to make sure say they use government money the right way out and supposed for use them. And so first of all, we plan our office first. When we don't plan at the office, then before we go audit that institution, we send an engagement letter to them. And this engagement letter, now in they tell them say the audit service then they come for can do this particular work. We don't just bump into the office like that. And so when we don't get this engagement letter and state the date where they come, in some instances then can we say, hey, we busy so and so time or we get program. Because we in a Combra, what we do, we can allow for them able for schedule for shift time if the need arise. When we don't get that particular date today, if they not tell we for shift, they not get any program, we they go. When we go, we got to call an entrance meeting. This entrance meeting, I think we meet with the key people and we pertaining to that office day or we pertaining to the audit we they do. Then after that, we can actually then give a focal person because we don't go to the office, begin to talk to everybody in the office. Then they give that focal person there and they give you an office space. Then we start the field work. Once we do the field work, for anything where we not sure of, where we get doubt of, we actually address them that moment day. If them address them, fine. We pull and come on. We're not getting any problem with that because our value will go add to the work what they do. But when they not address that particular issue, they jot them down. And we give them chance still for them able for address them. Along when the audits they go, if they bring up the document or they able for address the issues, then we trash them out. So the issues them, whilst we did the issues them, always they're not able for address at all. At the end of the day, mind we get an entrance meeting, we get an exit meeting. So during this exit meeting again, we catalog all the issues that they're not able for address, what we want for me to address. We give them an opportunity again. If they're able for address them that moment we trash them out. The issues that we're not able for address during that exit meeting day, when we go back now with office, we do a draft management letter who they send to the office back again. We give them 15 days according to the law. That 15 days there again, when I get an opportunity for address the issues then where they did. They go say, okay, yes, when we have been there, this document not been there, this issue, but we don't address them now. We'll go verify. And mind you, now, you know, we're so lenient that Audit Service Sierra Leone, one of the few Supreme Audit institutions where they do that verification day. Where they go, say, okay, we verify. During that verification day again, if they're able to address the issues then, we don't get a problem with that. We pull them out. The issues that we're not able to identify, we're not able to address inside the draft management letter we don't send, when they come back to the office, we send a final management letter to them. That final management letter now in they go inside the Auditor-General in annual report. So, it's not possible as a particular office and institution tell you, say, hey, there issues are here, so we're not being aware of them because we don't indicate them inside the draft management letter and inside the final management letter we don't send. Then they get a copy of them. That copy they will then they get now in with they put now inside the Auditor-General in annual report.
Martins, before una they visit any institution like you don't rightly mention, how many days notification una they give them say we come in to do audits to this particular institution?
Well, it depends. At times to go give them 2 weeks notification. Then if even like then let's say maybe they get workshop that particular weekday. Would they be leaning? They will say, okay, we get workshop this particular week on our own state, so do you wanna push and go beyond to so and so time. We go allow that. But we're not going to allow an institution for the keep the push like that. But at the end of the day, we must agree on a particular time where the auditors then will come for do the work.
In terms acts of operation from the ministries, departments, and agency, how you go describe say don't sound like over the years in terms of them making documents available, the same one to go audit?
Well, we don't see improvements actually, because the way how we do with audits now, we really don't make them in a friendly way, because salon money now we all money, so we don't see improvements in the way how they know it, even though it's a challenge. We want to see more improvement, we want to see more work being done with regards to that aspect.
All right, Martin, let me begin to look at the report itself, because I know say there was a time where now the outgone, I'll go call him outgone Auditor-General, when Alara Tilopias, we all know the decision where Parliament been take. During in line of duty, we be see waiting be happen in terms of auditing the office of the president. It don't end up losing job. But let we look at this 2023 audit report. Going through the reports last night, and also especially areas and making very easy for access when somebody on the report, when are the appendix areas them. Under appendix 1, I just want to start from the office of the president, the office of the vice president, and the office of the chief minister. We see issues and they way on our fair notes, way on our go audits. Let we just begin at the office of the president, because now the first office standing at the country, and a lady gentleman of the country, they will all know how it can tell like where audits can reach now the step of the presidency. Waiting audit service salon fair notes, because as she say on a cover them, and we go just start and go into detail. Wait on a fair note.
Well, the report is a public document. Like what you said, don't rightly mention. And the office of the president, indeed, we audit the office. And this process was explained so that the process we use for audit the office of the president and all other offices them where they inside this particular report. And I believe so it's a public document, and as you don't rightly mention, we put on the appendix and we put on inside the report the issues them all we find out inside the office of the president.
So now that's our issue. Not so everybody gets access. I see they page 382 where they indicate say assets and they were not being they physically for be verified the same way on our workman them being go now the office of the president. What exactly happened?
Maybe when it comes to assets that we're not there for where we can go for go audit. Assets that we they make them available. Like we're inside the office of the president. And not only the office of the president. This is one challenge we get now. Poku offices then where we go. We realize say that particular moment the assets them where because where we go first of all, now any institution, you're supposed to give a list of the assets the way you get. And after you don't give the list of the asset, not only the list you give, you make sure say then asset and the way you don't give it so we for verify, we for see them physically. So now issue where you go see say a cut across so many institutions then. And so if we're not able to make that asset they known to we're not able to see the asset, we put her inside the report say now assets we will not be able to see. So now that's happened into most of the offices there where you see assets where we able it didn't then register but we're not able to see them.
Is there any procedure for audit the office of the president? We probably will be different from the other institutions that will under the audit.
Now the same procedure we use for audit all offices them. The same procedure. Because according to the laws of Sierra Leone, section 119 subsection 2, it tells we say any side when a government money where it did with the audit their offices then they. So now the same procedure we use for all institutions.
So this particular case, why I want to let you delve into them for let people understand, not so everybody gets access to the reports. So if now una go do the work, una don't reach at the office of the president, for example, where we start with right now, the indication where it is shown I say assets not available for physical verification when are under the irregularities them where una fair not una reach at the office of the president. Now the public go want to know how una do this verification, how long it take for do this verification. Was it a one-on-one basis with the one the way they work day, or una give them time where una be don't go and notice say this not they wanna come back and then still not able to account for the assets? Yeah.
You know, maybe I don't go into the specifics of just pinpointing on the office of the president.
Now
that's
yes.
When you say assets not verified or asset not identified, it cut across. So like the same process where we use for come at the office of the president, all other institutions that we say will go, where we're able to see them assets them, where we're able to make sure so we're watching at the register, we not see their assets then. It's just the same procedure. Not to say it's different from what we do from the office of the president to the institutions then. And the good thing is the Public Accounts Committee don't start for do a public hearing on this particular report what we talk about so. And some of the institutions them, they already done, they call them now in a parliament for let them able for make sure say like I think Minister of Agriculture, for instance, that they don't call them and tell them say the vehicle and the motorbikes them where they not be able for, we will not be able for identify that moment they're supposed for Keram go na parliament, let them go see them. Because they say the vehicle and they now. So the same procedure what we use for Office of the President, Minister of Agriculture, Office of the Vice President, it's just the same procedure. We go there, like where I explained, we look at the assets register and we see the items then we then get na their offices then they. At the end of the day, we not be able to verify them.
Waiting at the assets you already talk about, we will not be able to see, but we will notice say it didn't at the register. But physically for verify, we will not see.
For it vary that different offices then.
We start with the Office of the President.
Well, the Office of the President, baby, you know, say me that as the communication man, I not been do this particular audit, but I can tell you, say, like what we put inside the report, it's a public document. Indeed, assets then they will not be able to verify.
Now that's
and
the assets. Waiting at the assets.
I'm not able to pinpoint the particular assets right now. Well, because except if you say for now able to go inside the reports, then always. Not that I want to go into specifics right now.
But we look at the report, so it means we want to look at the specifics. Because at that make we select audit service can't tell the public, waiting and fair notes for the 2023 financial year. Yes, audit service Sierra Leone is here for let the public know waiting they inside this report. So now that make one for look at them details and they because not to everybody can know waiting the inside. But if they not get the information from owner way do the work, perhaps waiting in the area outside might be different thing from waiting on a do.
Yes, maybe like where I don't rightly mention. I know one for because the issues that we get for do asset verification is very. You understand? I don't want to go into specifics of the Office of the President and this are the items because one, I not to mean that the communication I was supposed to talk around the procedures, the processes them and even the issues them inside the report. But I don't want to delve into the specifics of that particular institution because the assets not verified, it cuts across. Some then are vehicle where we're not able to verify. Some institutions then they now the table, some institutions they then a laptop. So I don't want to delve into the integrity of that particular.
So is it that then thing and then assets and they just like what maybe mentioned not the inside this particular report because we just want to know briefly since you know the communication person now the audit service if I be glued towards some of them issues they are because we just want to verify on the issue we get for do with the Office of the President because we talk about assets. Just like you mentioned about the other institutions then, they do the same audit just like the Office of the President. You not get any clue of any of the issues that we get for do with the Office of the President on assets.
You see this report what you see, it's about 388 pages. You understand? The issues them, then if we say they put everything in, they catalog everything inside this report. Now a summary of the whole report. But that particular aspect they now, I've been telling you, say when we do with report, we got to call the final management letter what we send. Now they contain the details of the information when we send to the Office of the President. I believe if we not go to able forgetting details then they. But these are just a summary. Maybe we could just put as a asset. Not verified. These are just a summary of the entire final management letter. Because if we say no more that final management letter, then now we put, we're not going to, this report is going to be very, very bulk. We're not going to for user. So that's just a summary of the issues they now put inside the audit report.
So how the public will get access to them details in the, if we not just give the public the summary, the detail, full detail, how they will get access to them?
Well, the full detail, like where I say, not they go inside the audit report where the auditees them, the one who the audits where they know they are aware of them. They get a full copy, they get a detailed copy of everything we don't find out inside the audit. They get a copy of them.
Alright, well if we're not able to know the specifics of waiting now the assets where the Office of the President not be able for produce in terms of verification. Let me go now the Office of the Vice President. Under the annex again, the Office of the Vice President, they should say salaries paid to staff not available for physical verification. It go way over 55 billion oleons. Waiting now the details of this particular aspect where they talk about salaries we being paid to people that will not be available for physical verification.
Thank you very much, Mabel. You see, this issue again, we got for those staff then we dinner institutions then back again. It plenty. Mabel, I can tell you, say we if you read this report, at least you don't only go through the report, you go see plenty offices then they. Now, what you got for do with this particular aspect here so now? We see when we go on institutions then, you can Liberty online, for instance, when I get on a staff list, when I get the way they receive salary. So when we go, we say, okay, when I don't go with the staff list, we want to see them people here so when they work at this particular office. So at the time when we go there, then staff then we say we want to see all the staff then. At the time when we do this with audit, we not be able to see them staff then, the physical one. We only get the names, we only get the copy of saying that this Mabel Denayaso, Usman Denayaso, this Denayaso, but we want to see Mabel. At that particular moment, the staff them where we not see, now we put say, well, out of the number of staff them where they get now this particular institution, now this number also will not be able to see at all.
So now been given time for no say we don't come for example this first time. One for verify say this particular payroll na giwi. One see them people here.
Definitely not to just we not just go like that one green day and return the next day. We give them time. But up to the time when we've been there, we'll not be able to identify the staff then day. And so because of that, we put inside the report say when we'll be to do the audit for 2023, now the staff list this way on a giwi, but we'll not be able to see them staff there. So you go to different other institutions, the Ministry of Agriculture, it happened there. Ministry, Office of Liquid Domination, Office of the Vice President, it happened there. Other institutions, then plenty, even the councils then, the same thing happened. Then they give a list of the staff. But at the end of the day, we say we have to verify the staff there, so we're not able to see.
Is it like the institution not able to provide the necessary information for able to get the staff then? Because having the staff list like what you mentioned for every institution, you forget the numbers them say you can able reach on this staff on these particular numbers so that you're able for present determine when they do the audit.
Well, that make us say when we go, not to everybody we talk to at the institution, we get a focal person. We expect, say, if we are coming to audit Liberty online, and then give we say Mabel na in the focal person, Mabel na in supposed for make that arrangement there and make sure say, hey, audit service and then now una need for come. So at that particular time they will be there. The one day we Mabel will make available for them we able for talk to. Now they will consider say that they also we able for see. Now because you put say we put inside the report say we not being able for identify this particular number of people there also. The one that will identify, that they will put in, that they will able for make sure so we see them physical one. But the one that they will say they upline or this person they and this travel will not be able to see
because
them.
that's the one bring that was going to be my next question. Say what can be the response of the institution? Because we see it happen at the office of the vice president, over 55 billion loans lost there because they pay salary to people they won't able to see. The office of the chief minister, over 230 billion loans. Instead, it happened they then pay salary to staff them where una not be able to foresee. We means a good number of people then at the payroll, but una not able physically foresee them people here. Waiting at the response of, for example, the office of the vice president, office of the chief minister, why them billions of loans and they go into salary, but una not see the people them.
Well, then we make known to we say we go able for see the people them, but up to the time when we've been there, we not be able them. Tell me plain say them people they are so they are part of our staff and we will make them known to we will make them unable to see them. But as at the time until the time when we come out we not be able to see them people in day.
So on the wrap up, how na been conclude this particular decision for like can arrive now the reports will come out. How na conclude with the institutions in question?
We make a known to them say this number of people they are so we not able to see them. It's not a secret. And at the end of the day when we go, we then very well know say every other institutions that we're able for make known then staff them to we make a known to them say when we be the auditor now we'll not be able to see this particular then people they also will not be able to see them and we put inside the report.
Is it that the focal people when they deal with another institution? For example, the office of the vice president and the chief minister not being able for give the right information of how to access them particular people in the.
Well, we rely on them so much because we know the, you know, like where I say.
Because we
when I
expect
start-
say it might be a time frame when they give them say within this time when I for able for provide the number of people here we nominate now the office.
You're right. The thing is, not to one day we just go, we go audit. And when we go to an institution, we don't know about the institution, you understand? You know about Liberty more than me. And me coming as an auditor, I believe, say, now you supposed to take me around. Now you supposed to make clear me work easy. Now you supposed to make sure, say, the necessary information and way we need, you able for make and known to we. So we rely so much on the focal person. So if at the time when we did it, the focal person not able for make known to we, let we able for see them people there so, then we put and say, you know, it's about time. We're not able for say we wait till thy kingdom come for let we able for see them people in there. But at the time when we've been dead, I can tell you, say, we not been see them people in there, now then various institutions and they will be captured inside the audit report. As at the time when we'll be there, they will not be able to see them.
So you feel say then are ghost workers?
It's not for me to say then are ghost workers, but what we put inside the report is that we'll not be able to identify them, we'll not be able to see them. Then it's all because now we don't send the reports to the parliament. I will say parliament taking action now, be able to determine. Like for instance now, we HRMO now, for instance, parliament able to list the people because when you watch inside the audit reports now, the names of the people are not there. But again, we've been inside the final management letter, their names then they did. So what in parliament be do now is some of them particular people here so now say let them appear. Now they get they don't get the report. So they don't call them people there now, they don't give their names there, so they get someone and they give them time frame where them people ready for appear physical and let them go verify them in William presence now.
In terms of irregularities, year in, year out, what are the most common irregularities and we cut across all the MDS them where they work with for put the audit report together?
Maybe you get what you call expenditure management. People when they spend government money, they don't get the necessary documentation for them. People this asset management again is another challenge. People get you go to this particular institution, you not go see the asset. Statutory deduction not paid. That is very, very serious because you watch, like for instance, NASIT. We all know what's in a NASIT. We expect say tomorrow when me as Martin Sandigo don't retire, I'd expect I forget me NASIT. But you're gonna certain institutions them, they're not the pay NASIT for their workers them at all. And the painful thing is that some institutions then they deduct, they not pay to NASIT. So you see, you got what we call procurement and contract management. People know they go according to the right procurement procedures. Some contractors then they go don't pay them 50% of the money when they're supposed for that particular project today. At the end of the day, when the time frame go don't elapse, nothing. You know they see at all. You go see, you go to call revenue audit. You got when they generate. You got procedures them. You go tell what them, but would they see then they fall short of the revenue then they. Some institutions them, you know say when you don't generate revenue, before you spend them, you're supposed for bank and force. But what you do, some people they ask them generator because they get used, then they just spend them. So these are some of the issues them where it cut across all the institutions then. And we told in tax again, when you give contract to somebody, before we told the tax and pay to NRE. Just with the same thing with the NASIT. Some no they withhold at all. Some what is they do, then they withhold, they not pay to NASIT. So we they capture inside the reports.
Let me look at independence for our work. How independent on a day way they do now, because I remember after we parliament been decide on former Auditor-General till appears in case so many people say this day send fear into una we don't left na audit service Sierra Leone because now this same audit report we the top out now he left duty he lost in job. So una we don't left day. Waiting at the effect whether they get towards una work.
You know, the office of the president, the office of the audit service, an independent office. And when you watch, we get a free will, we get a liberty at which we do we work. We don't get any interference in the job we do
but
presently.
they feel intimidated for mention, especially when it comes to details of the office of the president.
No, the thing is, maybe I can't tell you something we're not there inside this audit report. I can't talk on this particular document when I come into. The details them, they inside the final management letter. And for me, for council so and begin talk about something where I not get clue of, we're not the inside the audit report. I believe so yourself not go like that. So now that, but I can tell you, say we are independent and we run the office in an independent, we not get any interference.
So this final management letter, when it can come out?
It come out before this main report.
When means you know what's in the inside, because if the audit report is here, it's out to the public. It means you preview to what's in the inside this final management report.
Maybe, for
when that details there, the public interested in. Not just the key topic they want to put inside the report and left to the public.
No, maybe. You know, I believe so for I can know we audit about 157 institutions then. Where we audit in the country. So for me, for I able for no. You know,
Martin,
but there are communications.
There are institutions like how Alexander say. If it's not possible, for example, serve as somebody in a communications man at any institution, year in year out, we all know Usana the focus of institutions the way public gets interest in, where all this report they come out, where they can really want for know waiting happen there, and the office of the president now one way get fresh memory in people in mind because of Lara Tilopias in case. So if you don't know any institution, you don't know details of any other, the office of the president and one way people they expect say the details for they wake yourself 6 o'clock morning. Martin, tell me waiting audit service pull from the office of the president. The details should be there.
You know, maybe you don't know get this clear. Every institution at this country where we the audit is very important. That institution where you go see us in a village a day, the people and service delivery is what the people want. It's very important to the people. You are right, the office of the president is a very important office. But every office where we don't audit, 157 audits where we do, I can tell you, say, and viewers and listeners, they say, all the institutions, they are very important. Because if you don't go to Yelibura, for instance, the people, their project where they don't carry goodie. Now, in them, they don't concern that one day. They want to know how it benefits them.
We not say they're equally important, but you be the explain. You remember the vehicle that we lost at Ministry of Agriculture. You remember waiting HRM will get for.
Another one day because.
But you're not able to remember waiting at the details of.
Another one day because already a preview to Public Accounts Committee. They're hearing where they don't do. They don't do public hearing on HRMO with this issue also come up. And with the issue come up, because I be preview to them, I'm able to explain about them. Minister of Agriculture, it happened yesterday. Because I preview to them a day where they're able to go into the final management later. Now that make a preview to them, that's what they talk. But if they don't do public hearing on the office of the president, I believe that then I'll be for preview to them. But I'm not going to go for preview to everything where they inside the final management letter. It's very bulky, maybe.
But the Public Accounts Committee in Parliament now discuss issue relating to the office of the Vice President. Of course, inside your opening, you talk about the office of the Vice President, about people,
I talk about
staff them.
Not only specific to the office of the Vice President, but to all other offices that we get for do with staff not verified. Now that's a talk on. Because the issue is just the same process.
Is it like you're not comfortable for able to analyze issue we get for doing the office of the president based on past experience of Lara Tilopias where they may leave off in duty because specifically it audits the office of the president?
That is not the case. I want to say audit service will not get nothing what they hide. And like what I have mentioned is the final management letter and all the issues and the way you get the details of them. And me being here, I can't for talk on the issues the way they inside this particular report. I'm able for talk on the issues the way, because yesterday the deputy speaker, now Intel Minister of Agriculture, see, therefore go with them vehicle then they. So if I can't answer, I'm able for talk on Minister of Agriculture, but then vehicle and they, then it means they play injustice to the people of Sierra Leone.
Before we go to other issue, since you not be specific on the issue of the president's office, for 2023 audit report, is there any issue that the office of the president?
Yes, it is inside the, maybe long read them. It is inside the audit report. Okay. We audit the office of the president.
So now just the area we get for do with assets we do not be able to present for physical verification. Now on a notice say na irregularities from the office of the president for 2023.
You know, when we the audit, when you're able to address the issue and not they go inside this report, the issues that way you fail for address, that it will put inside the audit report. So that's happened.
All right, you still watch the breakfast show on Liberty Online Television. And today at the program, we look at the 2023 audit report, where they now at Parliament as the Public Accounts Committee don't begin for look inside this report. Well, like I've been telling you, today we just get Audit Service Sierra Leone for the premise of how them we do them work and waiting them fairness at different ministry departments and agencies them regarding the 2023 financial year, as the reports they like how we hear from Martin, they now to the public for look and get waiting in at the details. Subsequent programs we go for ensure so we bring analysts we go analyze waiting Audit Service Sierra Leone for not. But in case you get a question for us, comments for make regarding the work we Audit Service Sierra Leone do for 2023, you can send them to the number +232 74 200 545 or drop them in the comment section. Now the different platform they must on the Watch Liberty Online Television this morning. We continue with the breakfast show. We shortly take our message from the sponsors and we come again and look at more issues.
Hello, Barry.
Hey, Sadie, what's up?
How are you?
Samo, hook me up quick. Samo, I'm going to forget some football pictures for this week. I don't check all he said all day long. But I'm help me to one. Where am I going for ginger and swagger for this week?
Ask Leo.
Ask Leo? Who is Leo?
Ask Leo, Sam. I did it. No, can't go to me, you know. Allow me to finish my food.
Leo will help you open an account, check your balance, buy airtime to pop, send money. Leo will help you locate the nearest ATM point. Leo will help ease your stress by helping you get the most fascinating fixtures. Oh yes, for our football lovers. Leo will do this and many more.
Wow!
All you need to do is save Leo to your mobile phone with the number +232 79 919 919 and get to chat with Leo on WhatsApp. Go on, try it now. You can also chat with Leo on Facebook Messenger by typing UBA Chat Banking. Leo is your virtual banker who serves you wherever you are with just one click away. It is UBA. We are your #1 bank for all the right reasons. For more inquiries, call us on +232 78 200 200 or follow us on all our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at uba.sl. We are Africa's Global Bank.
All right, welcome back. You still watch the Liberty Breakfast Show where they come to you live. Now we main studio na 20 Cantonment Road off Kiama Road. Of course, today we look at the audit report for 2023 and plenty issues that we did inside the audit report for 2023. Of course, that the studio we did with Martin Sandy. We are the communication officer na the audit service salon. We come now studio for able for come analyze and look into the audit report for 2023. We continue with the conversation.
All right, we continue the program and I come over again to Martin Sandy from Audit Service Sierra Leone as we continue to look at the issues them we covered now the 2023 audit reports. Like I asked you earlier of irregularities them on assistant inconsistent na different MDS them year in year out. Waiting on a thing say don't be the difference in terms of because on another go every year they go do work now the same thing on some institutions and they get issues with. Waiting Audit Service Sierra Leone can do along the line for ensure say improvements for the day as on they do now work.
You know, with the Acting Deputy we get right now, it don't one of the because at the end of the day, this work all what they do now implementation of audit recommendations. Where would they do we work? We not only bring out the issues then, but we they identify how for tackle them particular irregularities then they. So one of the way now how it don't tell we get for SIDOM with the auditees then we client that we go audit. Let we able for talk on the recommendations then. How them go able for implement the recommendations they also. We don't get sessions then with them. Recently we've been get stakeholder engagements where we call the vote controllers them, the CAs them. We sit down with them. We talk with them. Let us tell we waiting at some of the challenges them where they self they face with regards with this audit report. And it become out fine. And so it happened last year. So we hope for see more improvement in we work what they do and in the implementation of the audit recommendations then.
You talk about implementation of audit recommendations then. We all know say even when this report can go parliament, at the end of the day, parliament look into their MDAs here, their recommendations here. If there is any way, any of them they implement on a recommendation them, the irregularities them for them to reduce. But when they see say year in year out, it's either they increase or then consistently they do the thing that when they're not supposed for they do. In this case, how you go describe the way how Parliament, for example, will for handle them why we know they be accountable to una the same way una can go to the office. How they don't they handle them?
Well, we don't see some improvements with regards the public hearing on what PSC they do with regards to reports. And we don't see lots of recoveries them. When they say don't they recover, we don't see them. Plenty. And another thing again I want for viewers they know, maybe, you know, inside the Audit Service Act 2014, Section 12B, where it gets the power where it give the Auditor General, where the Auditor General not being the user, but the Auditor General can start for user now, where are the power for disallow and surcharge. And so now you go to say why should they do the audit? In the middle of the audit, if we see say this particular staff, they don't receive salary naya, they don't receive salary yanda. Straight away, we not even wait for them, we compile a report there and send and go na parliament to. The power give the Auditor General for disallow that particular expenditure day. And at the end of the day, what it is surcharge. What are the surcharge? It make sure say not only the 500 leos where you don't take yanda, where you're not supposed to take the, but you they put interest when at the surcharge. Then they not supposed to when it inside the Audit Service Act, Section 12B. Now in get that power day. This is the power where it not been they use. It happened even inside Ghana.
So which channel where the Auditor General they use for able for subcharge, like you mentioned about if you get somebody with they take salary that two different institutions them. How best you go for use that particular power day? Is it through anti-corruption or you get for use this kind of
No, well, this is not power where the Auditor General self they use them during the audit. When they don't pass through the various channels, then the Auditor General they issue that certificate they for sale for them they surcharge you. If you now, for instance, we don't surcharge you, you know, agree with that surcharge day, the power self give you you get the right for cargo that matter they go na court for appeal na court. If you win the appeal, you know they pay. But if you lost that particular appeal day, you are bound to pay that particular amount the way they don't surcharge you on. It happened at Ghana. Ghana said the Auditor General be get that particular power day, but it not been the user. But in the case of Ghana, what happened? The CSOs then that they take the Auditor General go to court. Say, Mr. Auditor General, you get this power. Why you not the user? They take an court, they win the Auditor General since then. Now that make as last week we organized a session for we auditors them because these are something who said they can begin to do now. We organize training. We call we colleagues them from Ghana. Let them come explain to we how they don't go about this surcharge issue. Let them explain to we how best we self can be in the right footing. And the documents what they talk about so now we don't do the regulations them we don't send a parliament. As soon as parliament pass the regulations then they into law, we they begin for use them.
I remember earlier they asked you about the issue of cooperation. How cooperative are the ministries, departments, and agencies where on a workman they can reach there for audits if they take 3 weeks, 3 months, how they can cooperate with for produce documents and evidence them where una can want for see. According to you say cooperation day. But we see even some side and where some ministry, department, and agencies where una can don't put on the report say not able to produce certain documents when it can reach the parliament. Automatically, magic can play with them documents that they can come out. We make this perception on the around Audit Service Sierra Leone say people not trust the work way una don't they do. How una don't they handle this? For ensure say where una can go na the ministries them, then produce what una need, they not wait till the report reach first na parliament. Because if I trust you, when you come for can audit me, you ask me for documents, I go make them available.
Maybe I can tell you so in terms of trust. The one who they audit, they really trust audit service. It got unfortunate that moment when we can audit them, they're not able to give the document that moment there. But in the level of trust, we don't create that level playing field for them able for trust we for giving the report. We na salon we all know. When we don't do the audit, we imagine like I don't explain. Not about saying 1 week, 2 weeks. Some institutions will take even 1 month. They not go give you the report. Then they document them.
But
and when I say document
and documents they come out.
We don't know how the document they come out. Why it's we been day. Maybe one thing I want to let people know. We not get any means or we not get anything at hand for let we go audit institution A, then give we the document we not able for put on. But when we go there, they know they give you the document. When they not give you the document, now that make they put inside the report now say this particular transaction, yeah, so
but when I say don't pick up say institution and the way una can go, they know they produce documents. But when they reach a parliament, automatically then documents here can come out.
And they come out that's true. But the good thing is because we the document them. With the document I say why we been there with so and so, they're not able. In fact, what do they do now? We they even list the document they're able for produce, you sign up. So they're not able for denying. Then they indeed talk in a parliament say yes indeed. Whilst audit service them be there with we will not be able for give them this document because the evidence the audit now about evidence. Because the evidence they don't deny you. For they deny
but are there reasons why they're not able to give una but they able to give parliament?
Well, because it depends on the pressure of parliament they put on them. But when we can they know they give it at that moment. Some go tell you say the person will get the document not been there. We not get anything. We're not able to wait for the person to the kingdom come.
Well, maybe somebody could see most of the institutions and they not take audit service seriously. Just like what Mabel mentioned, because when they go parliament, however, they able to produce 10 document in there. You know. So why audits they come, then begin they go back and forth for get the necessary documents away the institution for provide.
You know, now salon with them. And we know say at the end of the day, when parliament, the powers we parliament get, we audit service, we not get them powers then they. We own work now for audit and report to parliament. Like I say, we need to go for go police somebody. I can't ask you for this particular document you not give me. It's well and good for you. Parliament get their own law, they get their own strategy, they self they use. We own power where we get. Now for let we able for tell you you give me the document. When you not give it, we report na parliament say this particular institution not be able for give me the document they are so and so now this them fall short of. But if I say they not get paid, then you know audit service we don't go to hide that we are well respected because of we credibility we well respected and people get trust in the work we do. So we get that kind of plain feeling we don't able for live.
When did they show say people get trust in the work we want to do?
You go see year in, year out, yes, you see the issues then they do. But I can tell you, say we don't see improvement. Some institutions that they where we they go for go audit. The problems that we done they face last year, we know they face someday.
Name me one institution where you think say improvements don't they, where una been go certain term, na been challenged, but when una return back, it change. Like you say, improvements don't they? Name we institution.
Maybe I'm not going for name an institution now, but even like with the councils there, we see some councils there with the audit. We they see say like the opinion section we been get for last year, it different. If you go to the opinion section, you go see it different this year. When mean say improvement day, when you know me say because improvements day, you know get issues them. So that means you go see say even the opinion where we they get, it'll be different as compared to last year. So it's a form of improvement. Why that they happen? Now we don't make sure say we able for sit down with them, we talk with them. Auditing not to witch hunt. We not to blood hunt who we go out for me say, hey, you don't know say me na auditor I don't come. And mind you, maybe nobody want to let them audit them. People don't like auditing. But we don't create that plain feeling for let people feel at ease for talk to we. We don't see great improvement. With the councils there, we don't see improvement. Even with some of the MDs there, we don't see improvement.
Another aspect we get for do with missing forms. Explain to the public for understand what you can mean when they categorize, because we see for missing forms, if you look at everything that the report, it go way above 233 billion olions in millions in dollars and thousands in pounds and euro. What I mean by the missing funding day?
Maybe for instance, you deduct NASIT, we supposed for pay for your staff then. You not pay. It's a missing fund. You buy 10 laptops. you're not able for show we receipt for the laptops then they. It's a missing phone. You take money, say you dey go for project. You don't get 50% for that particular project day. At the end of the day, where you go, this project supposed for done on the 1st of January. You go there on the 5th of January where you go to that particular place. You see, say the project, they're not even go halfway into the project. Or some projects, the project not even started. It's a missing phone. You receive money for that party. You receive money na yaso, you receive money na yaso. It's a missing phone. You picking and suppose for done. You're not supposed to pay money, and you're not to your entitlement. Money not to your entitlement at all. You're not able for account for them. You take them. It's a missing phone. They give you impress. You're supposed to retire that particular impress day. At the end of the day, you not retire that impress day. It's a missing phone.
So is it safe to say the ministry, departments and agencies, they mismanage public money?
They're not able to account for their money then they. Because in some instances then they, that documentation. For instance now, you don't buy laptop, you're supposed to get invoice. You're supposed to get delivery note. You're supposed to get receipt for them. So at the end of the day, waiting happen. You give me the receipt, yes, which is good, but you not give me invoice. You not give me delivery note. You're not able to give me the request. We not even know. We see you buy laptop now. Maybe now your sister and get laptop that we don't carry. You decide for go buy them. No staff not even be request for them. So what's in that? Now payment without adequate supporting document.
So as a senior communication officer now the audit service, how you able to compare and contrast between the 2022 audit report and the 2023?
Well, I know for begin to compare the reports then. But I can tell you, say, most of the issues that were inside 2022 audit report, we see them back again surface inside 2023. And one thing I want for the people to know, when you fail for address the issues then, when we go for go audit, we they look at the issues then if you don't address them already. If you don't address them back again, we they bring account. So it's not about comparison, but we see say some of the issues then the mentioned or rightly mentioned, then keep the repeat. Most of the issues are not new when they start to report.
So that means public accountability, especially for them money, government's not able to manage them well.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge where we don't see with MDs then, where we hope that. Now that make, audit the work we do, we turn like doctor. When you seek doctor, now prescribe medicine for you. If you take the medicine, you go well. When we don't do the audit, we make recommendations then. If people implement the recommendations, we go see say salon. We go there right up there. But because they implement then recommendations then, the sickness they worsen you like where you refuse to take tablets. The sick it will monitor you. That they happen.
Salon are very corrupt. Somebody go say Salon are a very corrupt country, and because the audit reports will be done, they out on the show proof of that many MDs and they squander government's money, and at times when they don't go through public account committees, some of them as well can go scot-free as an institution. So as somebody we don't work within this office for quite a very long time, if you say like what you mentioned about some of the recommendations that we can give, most of the institutions are not can work with their recommendations because they are corrupt. So definitely they're not able to work with their recommendations, and they either probably they will fail way for able to beat the system, and when we come back again for do the other audit report, we can still meet the same problems in the merge other institutions in the. So what do you think about corruption? Now the different MDs them who not only visit.
Me sitting here yesterday represent Audit Service Sierra Leone, but I believe say me na Sierra Leonean and now me money, now we all money, then we people able for account of. It's a big problem where we get in this country. That money where then give MDs them, then give individuals them, they're not able for account for their monies then they. That is not a secret, not a hidden something. They're not able for account for their monies then they. And it hinder on the nation. So we they hope for see the recommendations of the Auditor-General being implemented. I tell you, if then they implement the recommendations there so, we will see a big change in this country. Yeah, in here how to make recommendations. Some have been implemented. I can tell you, we get a database. Then they implement some, and we don't see improvement in the way how then they implement. We don't see recoveries. in the issues that we inside with audit report. In fact, like where the PSC can go certain areas, then we told in tax, that's where we say the chairman not even joke with. We told in tax, I said no, this is something you should pay. If you pay that, we told in tax day.
When I get any institution, then they can challenge when I report whenever the audit report can out any institution, then can they can challenge the report.
You see, like this particular report we talk on, so 2023, we see where it come out now though. Institutions them, we, for instance, we get Zublab. What happen? We see that newspaper say, because we been put say, then get particular money where them for pay, where they not been pay. And before they marry, we see that newspaper. We even see the check where they don't pay, which is fine and good. We're glad because they don't go pay. But the thing is, this particular report we talk to, we now for 2023, and we been submit this report to Parliament on the 9th of December. Then on the 17th of December, I then table this report. That very 17th, and I'll put on our website. It's a public document. The check where we see where Zublab them able for display. Then pay this money on the 24th of December. After we don't submit, we don't do we work long term, we don't submit this way report to Parliament. Now the time that way we see they don't go pay. Then them bright say we not be do a good job, then we don't pay this money, so we come for God's sake, we not get anything now we hand for let Zubla pay money, we go put it. But it be good that when they go to the Public Accounts Committee, they self go realize say indeed now beat them up for beat the system because the report is already out. Then when I go right, when I go do check quick one. We be see again Kingo back again being challenged with report. Say the issue that we put say because we put say they not be don't ratify the agreement and the duty waiver where they give them that the loss to government where they supposed for don't pay that duty waiver day. So we put on now we report say they not be don't ratify. What do we see? Now, we see that one newspaper published say, we do bad work, Kingo don't write letter to we, then say for let we apologize, what we don't do a wrong. And the other day we been see somebody from Kingo way, even then a radio, they contest what we do. For God's sake. They say they write letter to we. We know they expect Kingo as a reputable institution for write something like this to the Auditor-General. This we receive this particular. In fact, now after the publication where these journalists don't publish, we call the journalists. Say, look, we don't write so wrong. As far as we know, we don't see any ratification where government don't do for Kingo. Now, mind you, we not being audit Kingo. We not being audit them at all. Who that we audit? Now Sierra Leone Maritime Administration. So now under them this issue fall. So when we audit them, we now give a document for sure say they don't ratify this agreement. Sierra Leone Maritime not give it any document. As far as they know, they not be ratified, they not give it. Ministry of Mines not get anything for sure. Parliament to go on the website, under the compendium, we watch the agreement that they don't ratify for this for 2024. We not see anything like that. So at the end of the day, we do report say therefore pay this money because they not be don't ratify. Now they say they don't ratify them. Okay. Then the newspaper say they be don't write to we. We receive. Now, after this publication, we don't call the journalists. In fact, now inside this year, now we see when the publication occurs, we see letter like this from somebody. We expect, say, a reputable institution like Kingo, if you write to the Auditor-General, at least we get letterhead. There's nothing like a letter. We see this letter from an individual, and we don't get letter from different individuals then. We never respond because as far as we know, this is not done. For you write something like this to a whole Auditor-General. So as far as we know, we'll not be receive letter like that. But then go on the air now, go on a newspaper, go on the air, say, them be don't write to we will not be able for challenge that. All for the viewers, they know say, will not be received any letter from you as far as we know.
Martin, moving forward, if some of the issues there, especially with the irregularities, them for cut-off, if for this financial year, for example, you don't say when I'm going to work now for the 2024 year under review, when I will get for present later. What do you think say you go tell Parliament we get a responsibility for ensure say then one the way una can make recommendation to the implement for let improvements go in terms of managing public money. What do you go tell Parliament?
You know, we are really happy with the kind of the deputy speaker we get now when they're the chairman of the Public Accounts Committee. I tell you, it really don't make sure say it bring them to book. It don't make sure say people are able for account. And so, you know, we want to see that same light day. And you know, we really want to equip the PSC. We don't the dialogue with them. Because before ever they start hearing on this particular report, we began meeting with the whole Public Accounts Committee, where the Acting Auditor-General began for talk to them. Instead, began for tell them, say, we want to see more action. Yes, we're happy with the actions them, but we want to see more work being done. You know, the Acting Auditor-General can always tell, we say, the reward for good work is more work. So we want to see the Parliament don't they do more work in this particular aspect by let the people in, because like maybe like what you say, like what you be ask me, if auditors they don't do 1 month and they with you not get a document, you appear na Parliament with the document. First of all, they need for the take action against them people and they why all along now not been produce this document to the Auditor General. So therefore they take action.
Now we don't communicate that to the chairman. We in Ibrahim Tower.
Well, we not they dictate to the chairman, but at least with a dialogue with them for make sure say issues them the way at the end of the day it could be done for the betterment of this nation with regards to audit report.
When we talk about accountability, I take you back to the issue we get for do with Lara Tilopias, where plenty civil society organizations, people who do work around financial accountability, being comments, the government itself no wants for be accountable, make them be put question mark on a particular job where Lara Tilopias been and in team where you said been the way been do that same way on our audits the office of the president. They say government want for be accountable. Now that make this woman end up lost in job. On our way day na audit service Sierra Leone, you worked with her. Waiting you go see na the experience where una get when I be the work with Lara Tilopias. We don't end up lost in job at the line of doing what it's supposed for do. And now where we dey talk about still accountability, waiting on a learn from waiting happen where Lara don't lost in job, where it be the work. Waiting on a learn from this whole issue where we transpire.
You know, at the audit service Sierra Leone, we get set down rules, we get criteria them we work with. And the audit service Sierra Leone is important. Because at the end of the day, my allegiance is to the audit service Sierra Leone as an institution. And we always don't team up for transparency and accountability. And nothing they change that one day. We still learn at the audit service Sierra Leone, as you rightly mentioned. Now, I don't know audit service for 14 years now. So I don't be well equipped when it comes to issues where they deal with audit service. And so the bottom line is transparency and accountability. Now the watchword for audit service Sierra Leone. Now be the watchword yesterday, now the watchword today, and Tiago now will be the watchword.
So does that mean una still stand by that reports we make Lara lost in job? Una still stand by and say una believe say waiting be the inside that report day. All thing where they correct, accurate, and una still stand by the report?
Maybe I don't want to be specific going by that particular report. I don't want to be
but
specific.
You say una
but what I want to say, we stand by every report with audit service Sierra Leone.
Including that particular one.
All other reports, I don't want to be specific, but I can tell you, say, all other reports being produced by the audit service Sierra Leone, we stand by the report. Every report produced by audit. I don't want to go into specifics.
Because una stand by that report, as far as una concerned, Lara not supposed for the loss in job because una believe say waiting in at the report is accurate.
You know the issue we get for do is something where I don't want to deliberate on. Honestly, I want to just deliberate on the audit issues and the audit report.
But these are the issues.
Yes, but I don't want to go into that personality issues the way I don't want to go into.
Not only personality make you lost the job now because of the work where you do.
Yes.
And you do and for audit service.
Now that make us say I don't want to go into personal issues. What I want to tell you, all reports being produced by audit service Sierra Leone. Not so now report where it be say we know say it's a credible report and from time immemorial, and Tego, I want to let family know say we could continue to produce credible reports in our audit service Sierra Leone because we watch one like I say that transparency and accountability.
All right, Martin. People understand the message. Continue for the waiting at the studio. Let me just look at messages before we wrap up this edition of the Breakfast Show. The very first message we are going to look at from the Facebook page, Celia Bomadi says, sad to know that the audit report for 2023 has the same problems as last year. What measures is the audit service going to take to avoid embarrassment?
The next one they come on from Nasu Fufana. I say Martin is very knowledgeable about the report. It's just the hot spot of the office of the president that he has selective memories. On our left and Duya, we need his job.
All right, us friend Cameron at the Facebook page say 2/3 of the country's civil servants and high-profile public figures are not transparent and accountable, whilst less than 1/3 makes up the auditing ring. One of the models of this fight is in digital model of cash transaction. Hide the granules from this cruel and don't leave them unattended. Salon for rise again.
The next one they come up from Fode Mustafa Touye. He said the no go kaya again no in no but all thing inside the report.
Fode again they say at other stations staff know the limits of questioning, so they won't cross the red line of questioning, so they are comfortable going there.
The next one they come up from Mystic from Dwazak. He say honestly, as a nation, we are not making progress in terms of audit recommendations. Ministers, departments, and agencies are not taking the audit recommendations with seriousness because they are repeating the same things annually, which is not good for us as a nation.
Us friend again, they say first mistakes in auditing reports can cost a nation billions of cash. First mistake due to fear of executive powers are tantamount to economic loss. The nation suffers starvation due to greedflation.
The next one they come up from Abdullah M. Bangua, now Facebook page. He said now this auditing na salon na the small institution they normal they suffer and the big one they know the church at all.
Mohammed Jallo say we gave thousands of ghost staff getting paid. That's not the only ones, etc.
The next one come up from Jibril Tolly. He say, do we still have ghost workers in Sierra Leone? Subhanallah.
The message I got read from the YouTube channel. This one where they come out from Jacob Sad Kagbo. It say period the protecting position. Elect una bitam and no go say waiting una 1 year.
The next one again they come from Mystic from Dwazaki say as the Almighty has exposed the defaulters of the brutal murder of journalist Samuel Brahma Matia, my saddest sympathy to the family of our late journalist. May his fruitful soul rest in perfect peace.
The final one I got read because of time they come out from the YouTube channel. Usai Robert Cabo, they say the removal of Lara Telopias and Tamba Momo has installed fear in audit departments.
The last one I'll take from our Facebook page, they come up from Fode Mustafa Touye. He say the country tranga Mabel and not go talk.
Alright.
So say answer the other questions then.
Alright, let me just
from Fode Mustafa Touye.
Come over to Martin Sandy as we wrap up this edition of the breakfast show. Perhaps you could just quickly go through the message and you jot and respond, so we'll wrap up.
When somebody does somebody's digital challenge where we get, I want for the viewers and know say we don't train we auditors them. In fact, we get now information system auditors them where we get now. So like in terms of the banks, then as you could a system, we don't train with auditors the information so they able for break into this digital system where they talk about. And somebody they say we not the small institutions then they suffer. No, I want to we all know. I don't talk and I go stress on them say we regard all institutions important in this country because service delivery is very key. So at the end of the day, waiting due to Paul, we give Paul. Waiting due to our, we give our. Now service delivery, now we watch at. And we will make sure say we continue for do. Then somebody again they ask whether mistakes get lead to cash. Yes, indeed, the mistakes then where people then they do in other institutions then. Na loss, na big loss where we no one foresee then thing and they repeat. I think this is a few of the message then we.
Alright, many thanks for you coming on the program this morning. Martin Sandy, Senior Communications Officer and Audit Service Sierra Leone. Now a pleasure for don't get you here this morning for look at the reports.
Thank you very much.
Well, now this edition of the Breakfast Show go left. Plenty thank you to the production team. Princess Pias produced the program. We've been getting technical support from the technical manager, Musa Sao Kuroma, and also all the team people and we support the team for ensuring this edition of the program. Many thanks to them all. One for so many thanks. So now we're sending a message, you share, like, and tell more people about Liberty TV. We appreciate the support. Continue for tell more people and share, like, and continue for make you comments regarding the different content where we publish now with different social media platform them. Until we meet again, Mabel Kabadi, so get a good day and goodbye.
And me, now, Al Hassan Kuma, get yourself a comfortable day and continue for Watch Liberty Television for the very best of information across Sierra Leone. Bye-bye.